December is almost over, and for anyone who has been closely tracking DJI's product roadmap, especially the long-rumored DJI AA360, the silence has been deafening. Many fans, analysts, and content creators expected DJI to close out the year with a surprise announcement, a dramatic teaser, or at the very least a leak that would confirm what has been whispered about for months. Instead, there has been nothing at all. No teaser videos, no promotional stills, no FCC certification filings surfacing at the last minute, and no subtle hints from DJI's usually well-connected ecosystem of partners and retailers. This level of silence feels extremely unusual for DJI, a company known for its tightly choreographed and highly predictable launch strategy. Historically, DJI products follow a clear and almost formulaic pattern. Certification labels and regulatory filings typically appear first, followed shortly by leaked marketing images or packaging shots, and then a brief but polished teaser video highlighting a single standout feature. That teaser is usually released about a week before the official launch, which itself almost always falls mid-month, often on a Tuesday or Thursday to maximize media coverage. Based on this long-established rhythm, December 16th or December 18th initially looked like the most likely launch dates for the Avata 360, especially given how close those dates were to the end of the year and how frequently DJI has used December for surprise announcements in the past. However, those dates came and went without even the faintest signal from DJI. No teaser appeared on December 9th or December 11th, dates that would have aligned perfectly with DJI's usual one-week pre-launch marketing push. As the days passed, it became increasingly clear that a December release was no longer on the table. With absolutely no official or semi-official activity, the likelihood of a 2025 launch rapidly dropped to near zero. According to a source based in Shenzhen with direct connections to DJI's internal teams, the Avata 360 is now expected to launch in January 2026 instead. Importantly, this delay is not believed to be caused by technical issues or unfinished hardware. On the contrary, reports suggest that the drone itself has been in late-stage testing for some time. Instead, the delay appears to be strategic, driven by market positioning, early hype management, and the rapidly intensifying competition in the emerging 360-degree drone segment. One of the biggest factors influencing this decision is the Antigravity A1 drone, which has quickly become DJI's most direct and disruptive competitor in this niche. The rivalry between these two products traces back to August 14th, when Antigravity announced plans for what it boldly claimed would be the world's first true 360-degree drone. The company launched an aggressive teaser campaign, carefully drip-feeding information, silhouettes, and bold claims to generate maximum hype. Expectations skyrocketed, but when presentation day finally arrived, Antigravity revealed only a prototype and confirmed that mass production and retail availability would not happen until January 2026. This move reportedly prompted DJI to react behind the scenes by allowing controlled leaks of its own 360-degree drone, which was already far more mature and closer to launch. Once Antigravity became aware that DJI had a near-finished competitor ready to go, it reportedly rushed its own timeline, accelerating production and moving sales forward. The result was the official launch of the Antigravity A1 on December 4th, a date widely interpreted as a strategic marketing maneuver designed to get ahead of DJI and claim first-mover advantage, even if the product itself still had early-generation limitations. Now that A1 units are reaching consumers, real-world performance data is starting to emerge, and that information is adding even more pressure on DJI. Early user feedback, reviews, and test footage are shaping public perception of what a 360-degree drone should be capable of, forcing DJI to carefully consider how and when it introduces its own solution. This competitive tension likely explains why DJI is choosing to slow things down rather than rush a launch that could be overshadowed or compared unfavorably in the heat of the moment. If DJI follows its usual release logic in January, the most likely launch dates for the Avata 360 would be January 16th or January 18th, which would mean teaser videos or official hints should start appearing around January 9th or January 11th. Until that happens, everything remains speculative, and DJI has officially confirmed nothing. While the 360-degree drone battle continues to unfold, attention has also shifted to DJI's handheld camera lineup, particularly the Osmo Pocket 4. In contrast to the uncertainty surrounding the Avata 360, the Osmo Pocket 4 appears to be firmly on track. FCC approval for the device has already been granted, clearing one of the most significant regulatory hurdles ahead of launch. Because this approval process is complete, the Pocket 4 is not expected to be canceled or delayed as a result of recent regulatory decisions affecting DJI. In simple terms, the Osmo Pocket lineup is moving forward largely as planned. According to current information, DJI is preparing to release two versions of the device, the standard DJI Osmo Pocket 4 and a higher-end Osmo Pocket 4 Pro. The Pro model is rumored to differentiate itself with a second camera, suggesting more advanced shooting modes, improved flexibility, and expanded creative options for professional creators compared to the standard version. Industry source Photo Sabs reports that DJI is still targeting a January launch for the standard Osmo Pocket 4, which aligns with earlier expectations and reinforces the idea that this product's timeline remains stable despite broader uncertainty surrounding DJI. Meanwhile, a content creator has claimed to receive official confirmation that the Pocket 4 Pro is still very much in active development, effectively putting rumors of its cancellation to rest. However, expectations around the Pro model's release timing have shifted. It is now believed that the Pocket 4 Pro will not arrive as early as some previously speculated, and reports suggest it will not launch in April. Instead, the Pro version is expected sometime after April, pointing toward a late spring release window. For now, the picture is relatively clear. The standard Osmo Pocket 4 appears locked in and ready for launch, while the Pocket 4 Pro remains a waiting game. Overlaying all of this product speculation is ongoing confusion about DJI's regulatory situation in the United States, particularly following the company's placement on the FCC covered list. This announcement has triggered a wave of misinformation, rumors, and fear-driven speculation, especially among drone users. The issue has been discussed for more than a year, often fueled by worst-case assumptions rather than verified facts. Now that the decision is official, it is critical to clearly explain what the ruling actually means, and just as importantly, what it does not mean. The FCC ruling focuses on the import and sale of new, future drone models from certain foreign manufacturers, including DJI. It does not apply retroactively to existing or already approved DJI drones. This means the decision does not ground current DJI drones, does not disable them, and does not prevent people from using them in the United States. Your drone will not suddenly stop working, fall out of the sky, or be restricted by a firmware update because of this ruling. All current DJI drones remain fully legal to own, fly, and register in the U.S. DJI owners can continue registering their drones with the FAA and receive official registration numbers without issue. There is no change to flight legality, airspace access, or day-to-day operation for existing DJI models. FCC-approved DJI drones remain allowed and continue to be sold legally, including popular models such as the Mini 5 Pro, Mini 4 Pro, Mini 3 Pro, the Mavic series, the Air series, and the Avata series. These drones can still be purchased through local drone shops, major online retailers like Amazon, and secondary marketplaces such as eBay. Retailers are not required to pull existing DJI inventory from shelves, and there is no immediate sales ban on currently approved models. Some confusion has arisen because people have conflated this FCC decision with ongoing customs and border issues that have occasionally delayed DJI shipments. These are separate matters. Customs delays have been an ongoing logistical challenge, but are not directly caused by the FCC covered list ruling. If those logistical issues are resolved, DJI sales of approved models can continue as normal. Unfortunately, misinformation has led some DJI owners to panic and sell their drones prematurely, often at significant financial loss. Panic selling is generally a bad idea, as it can result in losing hundreds of dollars unnecessarily. In fact, fear-driven selling can have the opposite effect, potentially increasing the value of used DJI drones if consumers believe new models may become harder to obtain in the future. Buyers who understand the real situation may even resell used drones at higher prices. If you recently purchased a DJI drone, there is no reason to sell it. The FCC decision does not ban current models like the Mavic 4 Pro, Air 3S, or any other existing DJI drones, and you can continue using and enjoying your equipment now and well into next year without concern.